Okay, let's talk a little bit about mindfulness. Mindfulness is really where I started to meditate, mindfulness is what I started using when I first started meditating, and it's a very simple premise. It's putting all your attention and your energy and your focus really on your breath. You're in a quiet room, and all you're doing is you're focusing on your breath, and you're just trying to get your mind and all your energy to just focus on that one thing. And it's a lot harder to do than you'd think. In fact, I can find out how grounded I am by how quickly I get distracted. If I get distracted within 30 seconds and my mind's running off, my energy, my focus goes off of my breath and goes on to what I got to do that day, or in the future, or even in the past, looking at, I should have done this better yesterday, or whatever it was. I can kind of gauge where I'm at, right? And so typically, when I'm putting all my attention, my energy, and my focus on my breath, I can do it pretty well. I've gotten pretty good at it. It's like riding a bike. It doesn't take you very long at all to get good at it, really. It happens pretty quick. Your mind's very responsive, and it's like a muscle. The more you use it, the better and more just the stronger it gets. And so I'm sitting there in early recovery, and I'm putting my focus and my energy on my breath, right? And pretty soon, after a few minutes, I'm off thinking about the football game that we're going to watch the next day, or whatever it was. And I get really frustrated with myself. And kind of the number one rule of meditation, I always like to tell people my own made-up rules, right? I'm no meditation expert, but is be kind to yourself. Don't criticize yourself. This is a practice. That's why they call it a practice. And the best thing about meditation is you don't have to be perfect at it. It's always there when we need it. But it's kind of like poker. You can learn in a few minutes, but take a lifetime really mastering it. Very similar. And so number one rule, don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. When you find yourself distracted, just take your energy, your focus, your attention, and put it back on your breath. What I call your home base. If you're in bed and you got a dryer going, and it's consistent, make that your home base. Just put all your energy, your focus on that sound. And what happens after a few minutes, after you feel very grounded, you're centered, you have your energy, you have your focus on that, then you can almost start multitasking at that point. This is kind of how I do it. This is how it's been described to me, where you just start to pay attention to your thoughts. You don't get sucked into them, right? But you just notice they're there. And what this does over time is it helps you become kind of really aware of what's going on in your subconscious, and it helped me to increase my awareness of what I'm feeling, because these thoughts would come by and I'm not getting sucked into them. I'm not feeling the emotional charge of actually engaging into that thought. I'm just kind of noticing it. Tamara Levitt, she's a meditation coach on the Calm app, and she talks about how you're just watching, you're paying attention to your thoughts as if they're clouds in the sky. You're just seeing them. You're not getting sucked into the clouds. You're just noticing them and watching them go by. And that's all you're doing. As you're focused on your home base, whatever that is, you're noticing your thoughts. And you do that 10 or 15, 20 minutes a day, and within a week or two, you'll notice a difference. And what this does, and here's the magical part about meditation, guys, and this is what got me hooked, really. Is it started for me to allow me to have more time and more space in my mind. It's hard to explain, but I started to respond to the world around me differently, as opposed to just reacting to things. Before I got into meditation, I was very reactionary. Things would happen, I'd react. And when I'm grounded and I'm in a place where I'm paying attention, or I'm present, right? Then what I'm noticing is I'm reacting to everything much differently. And there's a big difference between reacting and responding. Tell a quick story. The other day, I come up, my son and my daughter are just fighting, and they're yelling, and it's just after I'd meditated. And I'm sitting there thinking, and meditation, what's the cool thing is when you realize you have a choice. If I wasn't grounded, if I wasn't in that type of state of being or state of mind, if my mental health was, I just got off a stressful phone call or whatever, I know how to react. I'd come up and immediately just yell back, "You guys shut up!" Or you know how it is when you're a parent. If you're a parent, you just start laying down laws. You go sit over there. You go up to your room or whatever it is, right? the days I meditate, like I said, I'm not perfect and I don't do it every day. I should do it more often because I know how awesome it is when I do it. But the days I do it, I respond to everything differently. I came up, hey guys, what's going on? I responded with a calm voice. Let's use our words, what's happening, and kind of use it as more of a teaching moment with them. And I responded appropriately, and, as opposed to how I usually do, honestly. So meditation for me, guys, it's awesome. Mindfulness is amazing. Another piece to get grounded or just to kind of get centered is to do, I put some down, they're either body scan meditations, or meditations where, you know, you're listening to an instructor kind of walk you through kind of either a body scan or an enlightenment type of meditation. Those are amazing. So enjoy these.